Hello, zoologists of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into the third episode of our Beast series. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the cute little badger. Man, I love these guys. I just think they're amazing. Badgers in real life are the bomb.com. Some of them are pretty vicious, but whatever. They're considered to be CR0 creatures. That is to say, they have no real difficulty associated with them. They're kind of just background creatures. So if you defeat one, you get 10 XP, and this one is found in the good old Dungeon Master's Guide. Now, without further ado, let's take a quick look at its stats here and break it down a little bit. So, the badger is considered to be a tiny beast. That is to say, he's essentially the smallest size out there, clocking in at about 2.5 by 2.5 feet, at least in terms of the space it occupies. This cute little guy also has an AC of 10, 3 hit points, determined by rolling a d4 and adding 1. And its speed is rather interesting, so 20 feet of movement, but it can burrow 5 feet, which is very cool stuff. This is the first creature we've covered that can burrow, and that's very important. I'll get into why that is. Looking at its stats here, you'll notice a relatively good constitution and wisdom as well. However, everything else seems to fall short. Its dexterity isn't terrible, but it's also not particularly something to write home about. Now looking at their senses, you have 30 feet Darkvision, which is great. I'm surprised they don't have any blind sense. Usually things that can burrow have blind sense, but this guy does not. It has a passive perception of 11. He also has access to keen smell, which gives him advantage on perception checks that rely on smell. Very cool stuff, super useful. Maybe that's a way you can get around blind sense, but that kind of depends on the DM. Now, let's take a look at his actions here. He's only got one action. It's a melee weapon attack. +2 to hit, range of 5 feet, 1 target, and deals 1 point of piercing damage. The badger's rather interesting because this is the first one we've covered that doesn't have a dice roll associated with its damage. It just literally says 1 piercing damage, which is interesting. So I think that probably the coolest way to use these would be just to surround a party. I think that'd be hilarious. A party's taking a nap. This is really good for like early level adventures if you have like a druid that's going to be causing them a hard time. Have like a bunch of badgers just pop out of the ground and just try and bite them, you know? Like, is it going to kill them? You know, hopefully not. Like, they don't really got a lot of meat to them, but action economy is a thing, so maybe. I just think that'd be hilarious. You're taking a nap, and then next thing you know, you hear like a thump, 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 thump. And you look around and you're surrounded by these little tiny kind of rodents, I guess. It'd be kind of funny. That being said, if you have any alternative ideas, thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, please let me know down beneath in the comment section. I'm really curious to see how you guys would incorporate these into your game. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and as always, happy studying, everyone.